well, some really lousy things happened recently. We ended up with some issues. I recorded a whole hour of gameplay and came up with some pretty cool stuff. Unfortunately, the video got corrupted, and, well, can't work with a corrupted video, so here we go, people. Let's try this again. What I did originally was I took out these guys, and I was going to redo this and show you exactly how this is going to go. One of the biggest things that I noticed was, I keep trying to say before, I can't reference something you guys haven't even seen. So anyways, we're going to need quite a few splitters. I'm going to start off with about that many, because that's all the more that we can make. And so, let's see here. What I ended up needing to do required quite a bit of iron plates. So we're just going to take everything out of here because we're going to use it all, every last bit. I believe we even needed a bunch of the copper plates. So we're going to take quite a bit of the, you know what am I talking about? Take them all. We got the inventory space. Alright. Now, here's the fun part. Make sure we get all that we can out of there. We're going to build a ton of transport belts. Okay. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to go in here and we're just going to do them by the fives. I think that should do. Reason being is because we're going to need to split. Yeah. And do this. We're going to put one here. And we're actually going to run a line down there. Okay. Then we're going to do one of these underground doohickeys. A couple of them actually. So let's cancel out some of these, shall we? I think we can do that many of them. There. Get those 5 made, and then we'll make 5 more. Because we need these like crazy. Okay, so now that we have these underground tunneling mechanisms, we're going to go ahead and place one there. They can only go across 4 blocks underground. That's as far as they reach. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rip this apart, and we're going to take one of our splitters, place it right there. Now, one of the other things, we're going to take this and get rid of it, and we're going to do the same with this. Stone furnace is fine for the time being. And get rid of that for now too. That doesn't matter. Once we can unlock some more slots here, I'm going to do that immediately. Okay. So here's where we ended up. There we go. So what this is doing is it's taking one input and it's splitting it between these two. Why did I do that, you ask? Good question. Very good question. Well, the reason I did that is because we need to feed not just coal, but we also need to feed the ore down here, and then we need to do one of these deals here. See, normally we don't do this kind of thing, right? Today we are. Rotate that around, okay? I'm going to take one of these little guys, we're going to rotate him around, and then one more right there, okay? Copycat. Now these guys have one right there, okay? And they have one right there. And that's how they're built. So, just kind of copy it down the line. And there we go. Okay, pretty simple. Now, pay no mind to the lines that are strung everywhere. They don't really matter right now, okay? What we are going to pay attention to, though, we need... Wait, no, there we go. We need to do that. Okay? The reason for that is because we're going to do a whole nother row down here as well as up here. Now, we're going to run up here. The second line looks pretty useless right now, doesn't it? We are going to take this and we're going to go down to there. Run that. Oops. Okay. The reason we're doing that is because we need to take this guy. Oh, and there's a rock there. Go figure. Okay, we'll take that apart. We're gonna do we're gonna do what we can with what we got, people. So take that and we're gonna turn that way. There we go. Now we're gonna take this and in here, out of there. And then just like that, we're gonna feed it right back onto that. Pretty cool, huh? That way we have the ore and our the ore and our coal going down this its own lines. So they'll always have something to refill the furnaces. You need to have both of those, otherwise you don't have the product to be smelting, and then you don't have the fuel to be burning to smelt it. So anyways, what we are doing here now is we're effectively creating a line with two different types of plates. We've got iron plates and we've got copper plates. This is the beginning of a bus. So one thing I did find out is that I messed up earlier, and there should have been two of these here, like so, and I should have placed another one there, and that's because you need to space these out as best you can. So one there and one there. So that's going to grab a bunch of those and then the fuel, and then it's going to drop them down there. Now the reason I put that space in there is because once I stick the larger furnace on here, it's going to move over one and up one. It's a pretty big furnace. So this way we've got it spread out correctly, and we can move on from there. So I'm going to disable him, break that down. Okay, now we don't want to have too much lost here, so we're going to create some of a buffer. Now this whole area right here, this is where we're going to build our production facility, okay? Everything's going to be built here. So we're going to take this lovely thing, and well, what we need to do is just draw a line and another line, okay? Why would we do that, Luke? Well, there's good reasons behind it. This little guy here, we want to have up to 8 spaces. And then once it's all said and done, then this whole little guy's got to come down here, okay? So, it'll come down here, and it'll go right like that. And then, once it's down there, yeah, I boogered that one up. So we're going to stick one there, and one there. Okay? This is going to enable us to have multiple inputs and of the same products. So there's another way to do this to also kind of speed it up, and we'll take care of that in due time. But for now, we're doing this, and I am going to go ahead and we're going to do, where's that thing at? I don't think I actually produced it yet. We have not researched it yet, guys. Okay. So, let's get to researching, shall we? Oh, I don't actually need that. Alright, so we'll stick that gentleman right there. We're going to have a little construction thing going on here, and then it's going to feed up into here, where we will have a couple rows of these labs. Okay. Hello. We did not want that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. How many we need? We need just one going up the center, one to feed it. Okay, so this is your basic layout. You're going to have this little food train coming up here, and you're going to have one right here. This is a real basic laboratory design. Once you do that, then you need to have a couple of these guys. I don't know why we didn't make more, but we will now. So we're going to take this, and we will have one that feeds it from there, and just to balance off things to make it look really cool, I'm going to do that. These can be anywhere along these 3 spots, however you want to do it. So that feeds there, that feeds there, that feeds there, and that feeds there. Okay? Now, the other thing we are going to do is we're going to take this little puppy, and we are going to stick it not right up against there. We're going to stick it like right here. Okay? And then we're going to stick one of these right here. Okay? Everybody following me so far? Why am I doing this, right? Well, here's why. Doing this, I can now drop this guy right there. Now, this is not optimal. This really is not optimal. I'm gonna rip that one up, and to kind of optimize it, not perfectly, but to kind of optimize it, we're gonna do this. Now, I guess I can yank that one out of there and rotate it like that. Okay. Now what we've got here is we've got an intake right here to push up 2 types of research material, and then we've got 2 intakes here to push up the lower end stuff, which we'll be able to make like crazy, so that's why I did that. So we will have the reds and whatnot going in here, and then right here we're going to have the alien ones and the purples, I believe, going in there. We'll get to that later though. So for now, let's oh, that's why I did it. Guys, there's always a method to my madness. It may not make sense at first, but there is always a method to my madness. So the reason why I did it like that is because I'm a goofy goober. That's what I've been told. Is because once it's all set up like this, if I did it correctly, this would be, all 3 of these would be on the same one. Doesn't really matter. We got it good right now. So that's our research place. For now, we need to just kind of feed it with our own stuff. So let's go in and feed it, shall we? I'm going to do a bunch of those. We're going to take this and set it down there. What you can do is you can simply just drop this on the line. I believe you just, okay, how do you drop it? Z is what you do. You press Z and it drops just a bunch of these guys, okay?